Hello, 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 hello. This background music's perhaps a little bit more dopey than what I would have liked to transition into, but I'm already running behind schedule and left things on the starting soon screen far too long. Hello, Snacks. How are you doing? How are you doing? How's your Wednesday been treating you? Hopefully well. And yes, we can look at. I have no idea what a Star Wars emote for us would even necessarily look like. I think I'm far. Oh, I forgot to. Hang on, let me write down something else I forgot to do. I am entering this month with the barest semblance of a plan. Cool. Model isn't tracking the mouth. Ah, it's doing that thing again. Ba-ba-bum. Alright. Sometimes things break, and I then have to... this. Use it. There we go. For some reason, it sometimes just doesn't pick up my mic anymore. And I don't know why. But everything should be moving now. At least it looks like it's moving. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. And that should... I just need to check there's a couple of other settings that are working. Okay, it should now all be working as intended. Presumably. Oh well, if something else breaks, I'm just gonna rely on someone to tell me. There you are. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now what is my sizing like? Because I accidentally zoomed. Okay. Looks more or less right. Okay. So how's everyone doing today on this fine Wednesday, May the 1st? Okay, computer, calm down. It's not that... Okay, so... Certainly doesn't look left. You're a bit of a smart ass today, I can see. Aren't you supposed to be studying? How are the studies going? Or the prep? Don't you have a test that you're supposed to be getting ready for? I'm just gonna say now, I will not take responsibility for any, I'm simply doing my job. So, if I serve as a distraction, that's kind of good, actually, now I think about it. It is the whole purpose of streaming, is kind of to be entertaining and slightly as a distraction. Happy Workers' Day. Oh, yes, it is. That's the day that it is. I just know it's apparently a public holiday. Public holidays are sort of meaningless to me. So... Workers' Day, Labor's Day. Okay. If I still worked corpo, it might mean more to me. But probably shouldn't. I probably should not be reading all of this right now. This is a celebration. A reminder of the critical role that trade unions, the Communist Party, and labor organizations played. First of May in many countries. Okay, you know what? Let me not be reading about the history of Labor Day. Or Workers' Day. I don't think it's quite the... Or maybe off stream. Not while I'm live, because my brain cannot multitask. So I can either talk with chat, or I can read about Labor's Day. I cannot do both. Welcome in, Sweeper. Quick sketch of my VTuber. I think 1 minute. Yeah, I already sort of have to like planned out what today's one is gonna be. I do need to wait, where's my to-do list? I need to also, that does remind me, channel point rewards. Oh, so far the beginning of stream has just been me writing down other shit that I still need to do. Off to a fantastic start. Okay. So, it's a lovely canvas. Yeah, it's A3 at 300 DPI. This is a nice canvas. It actually is though, because like it holds up even when you zoom in. Right, these sketches are probably going to be more on the sketch side of things, not in terms of being suspicious or whatever. What would be the right? How would we define sketch? Dodgy. We're not doing anything not safe for work. We are, however, essentially, I'm not going to be spending 20 days or 16 streams or whatever working on something. It's going to pretty much just be like 2 hours at most. And it's going to go left in a couple of minutes. No, I don't think so. I have confidence in myself with this one. And reason being, there is some semblance of a plan. Basically, I've written down a list of different people, different VTubers. They're big and small. I don't just want to do VTubers either, actually, like various characters in general. And we're going to be reimagining them a little bit. And we're going to start today with someone that I've never drawn before. And that is ChibiDoki. And I figured, you know, given... Okay, wait, where's a... Can I copy this? Copy. This is what Chibi's model currently looks like that she uses. I don't think it's permanently with skew eyes. I don't think it permanently has the eyes going in like opposite directions. But this is kind of, you know, this is the brand that she has built up. And I feel that it's right for us to honor that brand. Plan, remember last week? Not really. Last week ended up being, you know, a lot of murder on a train and discussion of plurals of certain words. Kind of looks like my eyes go in the same direction, thank you very much. And I don't have very much pink on my model. Unfortunately, the military doesn't generally like pink on their uniforms, so there wasn't really anywhere for me to work it in. But, alright, when I looked at this model of hers, now I looked at it, and I thought, I know just what this reminds me of. I know just how we're going to work this in. I know exactly how we're going to fit it into the Star Wars universe. And, we're gonna redraw her as a porg. These little guys only appeared, technically, at, in The Last Jedi. I don't know if they appeared in Episode 9, because I never bothered to go watch it, because I really disliked Episode 8. I really did not think that Episode 8 was a good film. But I looked at those eyes, and there is no thoughts happening behind those eyes. And then I looked at the porg, and there are no thoughts happening behind those eyes. It was a match. It was a perfect match. So this is going to be my official first ChibiDoki fan art. And I am not particularly good at drawing birds. I don't even think my anatomy book for animals has a bird, like birds in it. I think it has a bat. Seal hare, the rat kangaroo, the flying squirrel, and the bat. It's a bird. It's a type of bird. So the reason for their initial creation and existence was... Where's the bat? Oh, here it is. Their initial reason was the island that they were filming on had puffins on it. Like a shit ton of puffins. And they can't decimate the local wildlife, obviously. That's, you know, you can't do that. And so they had a lot of shots that just had like puffins roaming around in the background, and it proved they realized it would be way too expensive to try and get rid of the puffins or comp them out. And so they instead just adapted them into these creatures. So you can kind of see how they got from point A to point B. It was literally easier for them to turn the birds and like the puffins into weird alien things. I will say there is a shot that I really like from The Last Jedi. I have very few good things to say about The Last Jedi, but there are some good things, and one of them for me is there's this fantastic shot of where Chewbacca is like roasting one over a fire, and I may even actually have the exact screenshot. So Chewie is busy roasting one of these birds over the campfire, and then these ones all just turn up and look at him. And they watch him. And he looks at them, and then he looks at the one that's sitting on his stick that he's just roasted, and he feels like he can't eat it anymore. He's put off because they're just watching him. And you can tell that they don't exactly look thrilled about it. They look kind of sad. So anyway, this is where I think Chibi would fit into the Star Wars universe, because... Okay, we don't need the puffin. That one can go. No thoughts behind those eyes. The idea, I guess, would be some form of like ship's pet. So perhaps someone did capture this bird because they were going to eat it. But of course, Chibi notoriously does not have a lot of meat on the bones. And so she instead gets adopted as the ship's pet. No thoughts behind the eyes, just exists there. Screams when needed. Like this. When anything exciting happens, just sort of screams loudly on instinct, and everyone just sort of, you know, loves her, throws some food in her direction, and otherwise allows her to just exist. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I have no idea if I can do that. I never studied the anatomy of a bird. I'm gonna be honest. So we're going to, I need to actually first, let's see. Is there anatomy of a puffin? As in, I need the skeletal and muscular anatomy. Okay, there's muscle. Hang on. I know you guys won't be able to see this because I'm careful about what I show on screen, because you never know. Okay, so there's muscle, but I need puffin skeleton. Let's see what that yields. Ooh. Jeez, bird skeletons always look so freaking weird. Huh. Okay. Okay, so so the big thing with all of these is I have not sat down and done any practice or prep for this. I have references gathered, and that's it. I haven't actually practiced this. I haven't tested a design or anything so far. So we're going to just be trying that first. So. Ba-ba-bum. Where's some of my porg pictures? Okay. I say okay a lot. I need to add that to the list of vocabulary that needs to be removed. So add more than just those 3 pictures of the porgs. Okay, that'll do for now. So let's just start. Ba-ba-bum. Okay, keep it nice and loose, pencil. Okay, this thing barely has a neck. The actual skeleton of the bird does have a neck, quite a considerable one. In fact, most of the bird is neck. When you look at the skeleton. Except that for these creatures, this is interesting. Because the wings sort of start up here. So if you have the bulging eyes over on the side, little nose, actually, it looks a little bit more like a frog when I'm sketching it like this. Okay, the wings, the shoulders actually appear in alignment with the mouth. Some limited references for actual porg skeletons. I want to try and figure it out myself. I think that's part of the... Let's see, if I really run into trouble, then I'll check it. It wouldn't surprise me, though, if there are things like that. I mean, there's reference for Stitch's skeleton from Lilo and Stitch. So... Okay. The eyes are sort of, they're maybe a little bit closer than that. Okay. So you'd have your scapula there. And then this needs to, wings sort of work a bit like an arm, do they not? Hang on, where's my reference book? Ah. You can check this against the bat. Yeah, so this would be scapula, which means they actually would have a shoulder joint there. Now, of course, unlike a bat, because a bat, bird wings sort of do that sort of shape, depending on the bird, and then you'd have your actual bird there, whereas a bat does that with the fingers. Now so bats have obviously much more of a shoulder, upper arm, forearm, wrist, and then the fingers help form the structure of the wing on the outside, which birds obviously do not have. But they probably do still have, in order to furl away, they'd probably still have at least some sort of upper arm and then lower. Hang on. This is... I should do a series of streams where it's actually just figuring out the anatomy of fictional... Like the anatomy of fictional things. Oh, what are you? Primaries. Oh, so they do have... Well, they don't quite have fingers, but they do have upper arm, forearm with a bit of a wrist. Okay. Let me drag that in here so I can close this tab. I'm going to drag you in there as well. I don't need all of that nonsense. So I can rather keep Twitch chat with me. Okay, so birdwings do have a sort of, not quite a wrist. They certainly don't have fingers. I don't think birds have fingers. They do have some sort of bone here. I don't quite know if it's a ball and socket. The overall structure is basically like that of a bat, though. Gotcha. And then it goes up. You have a shoulder joint. Connects in there, and then you have the actual scapula or shoulder bone, shoulder blade. Here, and then the feathers all come out, and then there's usually like 2 layers of feathers, I think. Yeah, so you'd first have flesh, sort of covers that, and it loops, well, it loops, it bridges this gap here. And that gives you your very standard wing shape that we like to eat. And then you'd have your first batch of feathers off of that. Hey Maz, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. We're just busy figuring out the anatomy of birds right now. Okay, then you have secondary feathers. Okay. That covers that. And then you have your tertiaries fill in this space. Okay, so these little fellas would probably have a shoulder joint there. Yo, Nick, welcome in. Yo, wait, it's a Labor Day everywhere. May weekend. Wait, shit, this is actually a good day. You guys all get to actually make it to a daytime stream. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. We're literally, I say we. I'm basically just sitting here now, working out porg anatomy from Last Jedi. And have the wings. Nice 25 degrees. Let's go. That's it. It is getting. I don't know what temperature it is here. I just know it's fucking hot in this office because the sun, the winter sun, shines directly through the window and onto me. So my left arm always turns out really tanned in winter. No, that's nice. Are you just? Is it a barbecue by yourself, or are you having some friends and family join you? Which means, so if this is the shoulder and the scapula, friends, nice. My friends mainly moved overseas. To be fair, I think one of them's having an absolute blast on holiday in Japan. I'm happy for him. I wonder if he's proposed to his girlfriend yet. Is that... You go to their place. Oh, you don't even have to clean up afterwards. You really got the top end of this deal. I'm not gonna lie. You really, you came out on top. Okay, this might get a little bit cursed because it would appear. So, okay, this is definitely going to be a little bit cursed because it appears like porgs have a mouth not too dissimilar from our own. Or from like a dog or a cat. That's the horse. Where's my cat anatomy? Oh, it's a lion. I suppose it's close enough. Hang on. Or a seal. It's true, there's actually a lot of creatures that have similar facial structures in that sense. Okay, there's dogs, cats. Ooh, voice broke a little bit. Fish face. Let's see, so spine. Spine needs to connect somewhere back there, and then it's gonna run down. You know what? I have an idea. Why figure it out like this? We're going to commit the unthinkable sin. Okay. Because let me just figure out the anatomy first without having to worry about whether or not I'm getting proportions correct as well. Pugs. Okay, so if that's the nasal cavity, your nasal... Because they have a very dog-like, cat-like nasal cavity. Let me see, what's... You guys get to listen to book ASMR while I flip through. Cat skull. Okay, so... Bit less human. Parrotfish face with fur. Basically what they are. I mean, it's a puffin. It's... Okay, so you'd have nasal cavity there. With human teeth. It's the human teeth bit that grosses me out, not gonna lie. Okay, they have a very relatively small jaw. They don't seem to have any major fangs. So it needs to run. Lower jaw needs to connect into there somewhere. But with these eyes, it means they have absolutely like massive eye sockets. Which is probably going to lead directly into the cranium. So the muscle structure on these things' heads is going to be so freaking weird. Okay. And you'd have this sort of ridge where the skull has fused together. Big eyes, small brain. Yeah, I will say, the porgs, people were very divided about the porgs as like, were they just purely made for merchandising reasons? And like, undoubtedly, it didn't hurt that they knew these would be very merchandisable. So freaking weird. Okay, that's sort of facial structure there. So just to balance this out, I need this to come in more. Down there at the bottom. Yes, there is a scene where Chewie eats it. And I was actually mentioning it earlier because I find that scene really funny. It's one of the few scenes I really like in that movie. I don't think there's a lot about I don't think there's a lot of good things about The Last Jedi, but I think that scene was really well done. But you're right, I didn't actually think about... It would technically be visible without fur, so if we need to... Although it is also cooked at that point, so I'm not sure quite... Okay. And then like I said, so if this is the skull, then the skeleton spine is actually going to start all the way up there. I'm not sure how much of a set of hips this thing has. If any, really. Because I mean, like, the legs are very small. I like to think this is what I look like on the inside. If your skeleton looks like this, please seek help. You have some major issues. Okay, so like most birds, that's probably... The knee is probably up here somewhere. Yeah, this is all femurs. Oh, shins. Because I think femur is it's the upper leg bone, which would be my mistake. Okay, which means that these are essentially just hands. And you really stop and think about them. Okay. Claws. Would act the same as nails, really. They appear to have 3 joints in these. From there to there. There to there. So, yeah, they seem to adhere to regular anatomy for the most part. Well, rather, let me say, they adhere to the general breakdown of where... I forget the name for it, but essentially that your body replicates certain patterns all the way down. So like your hands, your fingers, right, are essentially, actually, little arms. So, okay, we're getting a little bit sidetracked. If you have the human body, you have the shoulder bone there, you'd have your shoulder joint here, and that leads into quite a thick bone. The upper arm, right? Then you'd have your elbow here, and that's, for humans, that's split into 2 bones. Okay, and then you have your wrist here. So now you have shoulder, elbow, wrist. Now when you do a close-up on the hand, if that's your wrist structure there, right? Let me just pull up, seeing as I have my anatomy book open, there's literally no reason for me to get the shape of things wrong. Okay, and then you have a bunch of little bones all over here. I think it's like 7 or 8 different small bones that all connect together over there, which is why the wrist is so fragile. And then you have the first big bone there, another little bone over there, and then the end joint, and that's like our thumb, for instance. Then you replicate that. And so like that. Let's go show. I might be back. Oh, thanks for dropping in, Nick. It was a pleasant surprise to see you. We're always happy to have you here. Okay, then you have another set of bones. Enjoy your what do you guys call it? A barbecue. Enjoy it. Enjoy your time with your friends, Nick. Third set of bones, and then you have the tips. Okay. That's an incredibly terrible hand. Never look at this as reference for how to draw a hand. But, so you had the shoulder, elbow, wrist. And then you had an extra sort of block at the end, right? Well, here, you have the shoulder. You'd have shoulder, elbow, wrist. Oh, wait, from this one, from the knuckle. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Right, and then it's just with the thumb, wrist, elbow, shoulder up there. But you see, your body replicates the structure. And so your toes as well. Your toes are actually mini arms that stick out of your foot. It's really interesting, like, it's actually kind of interesting just to see how the human body is put together. Like, you have that sort of replicating pattern. So anyway, that was a real divergence of topic. Back to the weird puffin bird things, which we're going to turn into chibi. Okay, so these might just actually come down to about there for the shoulders instead. For the shoulders, for the elbows, knees, that's it. These do have actual words in human language. You ever seen? Oh yeah, I've seen how long owl legs are. Little creatures are, they're kind of creepy. When you look at them like that, it's like owls were never meant to be perceived this way. They have all of that fluff on them for a reason. Okay. Okay, so you'd have another set of joints. Okay, this looks so fucking cursed. Okay. Which means if the shoulder blades are all the way up here. So if your scapula is actually over there, that means that the rib cage on these guys starts really high up. Like it starts like up here. Which means their rib cage has to extend like all the way down the side here. They can cross their legs when they sit. Yeah, it's weird. Like owls should not be able to do that. That should be a feature of primates, not avians. Okay, these are really scuffed ribs. Okay, joint. See that over there, and then there's gonna be the little finger right at the end. It looks so mean. This thing looks like it's here to mess up your day. Okay, which means scapula connects somewhere like that. Cannon's cute. Listen. I'm not sure if you're still on about the owls being able to cross their legs, in which case, what purpose does it serve for an avian creature to try and be able to cross its legs? Those teeth. The teeth on this creature are freaking weird because they're human teeth with the exception of the fangs. Okay, so then from the side, I'm going to be dealing more or less the shape like that, actually, for the skull. It's probably going to slope downwards. Do I have any from the side? Hang on. Not really. All the porg shots are head on. I can see that the eyes are somewhat like that. Okay. Nasal cavity has to go there. Which means lower jaw. Okay, lower jaw would have to connect in there. Or beneath there somewhere. It's a little bit human with its jaw shape, which is a little disconcerting. Your orbitals. The skull has to connect in somewhere there. And your spine. Wait. And yeah, sure, I have it down as where they put the knees. Okay, let me see. Okay, they sort of agree with the overall skull shape from the side. Scientists compare newly discovered dinosaur to Star Wars porg. Great. Yeah, they kind of look like pugs if you just sort of took the dog out and left the vague shape of an oval. A weirdly sentient oval. Wait, what happens if I Google for cooked porg? Okay. That's actually kind of useful for seeing what the thigh looks like. Okay, that's interesting, because the thigh, according to this, sits very high up. It does seem to have a bit of a hinged jaw. I'm gonna stick with that. So if your normal skeleton is slight S shape, these things have a body that naturally... Well, it doesn't... does it? Yeah, it kind of inclines that way by default, so... So move this to a part of the canvas where I can... So if the natural inclination of the body is sort of like this... They're basically just like a blob with legs on them. Right, and from the cooked porg, we can see the thighs come up relatively high. And then, maybe not quite that high. Then you have the wing. So, where did I say the spine? The spine must start more or less up here. Spinal connection. Okay, which puts, again, ribs need to basically start up here because the scapula, the shoulder, sits up there. So you'd have the shoulder blades sitting more or less there, with the other connection going down towards the spine. Gives us that first part of the wing comes to about here. Second part of the wing comes to about here. And then you'd have the little last thing there. Which means this thing's collarbones are like out there. Because the shoulders are set so far back. Then you have your ribcage structure. Oh wait, I see we have ads going. That's fine. So if anything... all of this just so that we can draw a freaking VTuber as this thing. Okay. Okay, looks like ads are done. Nice. Okay, so if the thigh as they put it here is more or less as large as that, then the knee does have to be relatively high up. The thigh does sort of need to come out to about there, and then you'd have if it does that. Wait, what? Wait, are the ads only running now? What the? Why am I getting like 10 different countdowns? It was just telling me like the amount of time I had to pause it. Fuck, okay. So I'm literally just drawing a leg bone right now. Okay, my community's back, apparently. So, how you all doing? How's everyone's Labor Day going now that Twitch has allowed you back? Or Workers' Day, whatever your country calls it. Okay, and then you'd have whatever joints happen here. Or bones. Probably be a series of smaller bones connecting to here, and potentially some sort of rear bone to help balance out the foot. So that means what? Laboring away. No rest for the wicked and all of that good stuff, apparently. It's lower. Upper. bottom of where it is. Okay, top of the nasal cavity. Bottom. Jaw appearing there. I'm gonna have to set all of these to reference. Gotcha. I feel like I'm getting way too invested in this actually. The further I go. Remember when this was supposed to be about drawing Chibi as one of these creatures? I remember. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna add in a symmetry ruler. Up there. And maybe a little bit wider apart, like that. Nice. An hour later. Listen, the main point about this is at least it's not meant to be a fully, completely rendered out thing. It's supposed to be like, we'll keep it relatively rough. We're not gonna do a full grand level illustration like I tend to. Okay, which means top and nasal cavity is actually here. Down to about there. Except I've given it more of a human structure there. Listen, this thing's an abomination already. It might as well have some human structures to it. Okay. Means the outer teeth. Outer fangs or whatever go there. The human teeth go in the middle. Probably continue up like that. And then the other sharp teeth for the lower mandible go in there. This one's human teeth goes somewhat like there. Okay, and this would just swing out a little bit. The jaw would go on a little bit on the outside there to connect in. While we're doing random educational things, what's the coolest number and what? As in that something with an actual answer to it, or are you setting me up for some sort of dad joke? Because that feels like a dad joke setup. Also, if you are actually legitimately asking me about like absolute zero, I do not remember what absolute zero's temperature value is. It's like negative 247 or something like that. So that has to come out. a bit. There for the elbow. There for the turning point. Hips, knees, feet. In terms of the numbers thing, I don't actually have much of an answer for you, I'm going to be honest. Personally, I've always been quite partial to the number 13. But I know people are always... I know people find that one really, what's the word? Superstitious. People freak out about it all the time. Personally, I think it's quite a good number because it's not readily divisible. By anything before itself, so I don't think. No, nothing else goes into 13 directly. That, and then there's... Oh, it's a little bit lower. Because that little claw thing comes out there. Good number. It is a good number. That's a very good number, actually. 13 gets a lot of, you know, unjustified hate, in my opinion. Okay, connect that in there, and then have little connection bones. Connecting it through to the spine, and the spine is going through there. Spine ends over there. Yeah, I take it back. I'm fully distracted at this point. We very much got off topic. But we're going to be back on topic shortly, surely. That might be massive copium, I don't know. I'm just gonna say it's not. Okay, now if the hips are there, they connect up to there, then you're not really gonna see much of them. They're going to sort of appear more like they do this sort of thing. And then the knees. I'm going to, oops, got to set you to reference. And from what I can tell from the reference, they do not mimic humans. They do not have multiple leg joints. They do not have... Right, because our lower legs are made up of... Our lower legs are made up of two separate bones. Again, we already spoke earlier about how the body repeats structures. So much like how your lower arm is two separate bones with the ulna and the radius, your bottom, your legs do the same thing. Two separate bones. Okay. And then whatever you have happening here with the little claw that comes out. How's this for an unlucky number? It's called Belphegor's Prime. Has 13 zeros, 666, and is a palindromic number represented by an upside down pi symbol. Plus, Belphegor is the archdemon that leads people to new discoveries. Okay, thank you for actually giving a reading of it. 1 nonillion, 66 quadrillion, 600 trillion, and 1. Pronounced as such. Huh. Okay, I can kind of see how they got to it. But that does feel like a number that someone wrote down and was like, God, this is a superstitious number. Not saying that's bad. But... "13 zeros on each side of the 666. Yeah. And then there's a 1 and a 1, and then because it's palindromic, it reads the same forward and backwards. Gotcha. It's an interesting number. I'm not surprised that it exists, but I don't think I would have ever... I don't think I would have ever come to it by myself, if that makes sense. I'm not sure I would have ever just come across it. Hello, circles, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. I haven't practiced the sound of silence in ages. I used to sing it. I used to know it, actually. But, yeah, I knew the Simon and Garfunkel one. But mainly I knew the Disturbed cover of it. That's the one I initially learned. That was years ago. That was when I first started singing. Damn. It's been that long. I don't think I've sung that song since like 2020, maybe? I should learn it again. I just found that song got a little bit boring and repetitive. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I gave them a downward structure there. Oh, I think it's going to do this. It's not the most realistic spine thing, but it's good enough for government work, as they say. Also know the number of vertebrae on this one versus the one facing forward is not going to be identical. I can't be bothered. If this was an official design for a modeler, then yes, I would. But it's not. I highly doubt these creatures have kneecaps. Okay. I forgot that the symmetry ruler was doing a thing. Connect through to the back of the spine, most likely. That, and there would be ribs. I just haven't drawn them in. Okay. Because if you draw in the ribs, then the wings become a little bit difficult to make out. You're gonna publish your findings? What, on the porg skeleton? Probably not. I think Disney would probably just try and sue me if I did. Or they would try to buy this from me at an outrageously low price and then never do anything with it. It's actually my biggest concern with this entire month is like especially with like music and things. Like I don't know what to expect copyright wise because Disney's sometimes incredibly litigious and then other times they're not. And I don't know where it falls if you're like streaming playing their games, like Star Wars games. I don't know if I'm gonna get freaking copyright struck over the Star Wars crawl or an iconic bit of music that just happens to play at some point. That would not be ideal, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think by fair use, I should be covered, but it's sometimes a bit hard to know what the rodents' lawyers are willing to try and get you for. I mean, for heaven's sake, they sued and shut down a nursery school, like a daycare that happened to use that had one of the Disney princesses painted on the wall or something, and they sued them and got them shut down, or sent them cease and desist at the very least. So, like I said, you can't ever really bet against the mouse. They will probably try something. Don't know if they have... I don't think the puffins have anything. No, they just have a long... You ever stop and think about how cheese is just a loaf of milk? Not frequently, gonna be honest. I know it is, basically. It's just it's a solidified block of off milk, really. Especially blue cheese, but I really like blue cheese. Disney's evil. Yeah, I think Disney has like a law office in almost every country in the world. And they are always permanently like pursuing Disney's rights in any of those countries. You know what, just to be safe, when it comes to actually like doing the games, I may just switch music off, which would make things a little bit anticlimactic, but I think it's better than like losing your entire channel just because the lawyers felt like going at you. It's fine. What I'll just do, I'll just do the music myself. I will just yeah, I'll do the background music myself. I know the Star Wars soundtrack relatively well. So down to about here. Connect that in. Okay. Excuse me if I'm about to sneeze, because I think I am. Excuse me. Okay, where's second rib? Second rib is about here. Loops that in there. No, that wasn't even sunlight. I think that was just dust. Because I have my curtains closed now, for the most part. But yes, I am one of those people that sneezes in sunlight. That's weird, because I think I've only actually met one other person who has the same problem. Where like we prefer sitting in like shaded or darkened places just because otherwise we just can't stop sneezing. Don't sparkle, just sneeze. No, my sinuses just rebel against the sunlight. That's it. And I don't sparkle, I just turn red for a little bit and then I turn vaguely brown. There we go. We actually have porg skeleton. Now we can get back onto track. Now we can actually... Well, technically now I should be working out the muscular system. But for now, I think we ought to get back on track. So, if I do this... delete the guides. Delete the ruler. Right, now we have to make this look a bit like Chibi. So... which direction do the different eyes go? This rate you're going with softly. It's only been an hour and a bit. Okay, it's nearly been 2 hours. We're not that bad. Okay, so this needs to bulge out just a little bit. Circles. Close enough. Yeah. This is so freaking cursed, actually. Technically, the face should bulge out just a little bit more. So perhaps what we ought to do... I know we're restarting. Gonna bulge the eyes out to cover that bit of bone. It's almost better, actually, if the pupils are different sizes. The irises are different sizes. Okay, she does have an ahoge. But... one thing at a time. Let's... Technically, I guess, the funny thing is, because this slopes, I can't just do that. Oh, I guess I could, but then it would imply that the nose does that before it drops in. I suppose if we do like a Kami no Mi art style, it can. Yeah, why not? Okay. Just means this is so fucking cursed. Look at this thing. I love it. Okay. There goes there. I think this will almost begin to look, just because of the perspective of the skull, this is actually going to appear like it lifts up a little bit over the edge. And then you need the little get come there, kind of. That. It's funny because as I draw this cursed bird, I can hear the eagle in the background going, you know, making a lot of noise. The fucked up thing is that, like, this already almost looks like her. Or at least the model that I'm copying or referencing. I'm not copying it, I'm referencing it. Eagle doesn't approve. The eagle can suck my nuts. I'm having fun doing this. Don't give me that look. I said what I said. Hello, Sloan. How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good Wednesday and a good public holiday, because apparently, like, the entire world is having a public holiday today. I didn't realize it was that ubiquitous. She can still have a cute little heart thing here. A little bow. Why good timing? I may have said something that sounds weird out of context, but which is perfectly understandable in context, but Whatever. Apparently, I'm always the bad guy in saying the weird shit. See above message. I don't know if I suspect Sloan is on mobile. In which case, like, there might not be much of a message history to scroll through. I'm not being weird again. I'm not being out of control. Make it sound like I'm absolutely awful. Mobile? Not sure how much of a message history it saves. On me, just... I didn't say... My opinions are perfectly normal and reasonable. Real and true. This is so fucked up. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, but this is maybe a little bit mean. Okay, but if I look at the actual... An eagle is not the kind of bird you want near any of your important stuff. I don't know. Like maybe if you keep your important documents by an eagle, seems like a pretty good, guardian for that. Ain't no one gonna go try and steal your stuff if you have an eagle. Just saying. Provided the eagle doesn't crap on it. I think that they do have a tendency to do that sort of thing. I'm starting to get a bit hungry yet. Sounds bizarre, right? Don't judge me. I only ever provide good, strong, healthy takes. I never say anything weird. The chat just takes things out of context, okay? See, the chat's out to get me. The chat wants me to come across as weird. It's all a grand conspiracy. See, they all want you to act crazy so that then they can point at you anytime anything goes wrong and try to blame you. Yeah, maybe I don't follow that line because I'm actually starting to sound like a bit of a conspiracy theorist. Oh, this works too well. Archer again just came back to the nursery. I mean, it's warm, but it's not the worst I've ever experienced. I have felt it be hotter before. I mean, put it that way. Sound like Gollum again? You need to work on what Gollum sounds like to your memory. I don't think Gollum sounded that. Not that it was grossly American, but I don't think he quite sounded so American.
Oh, he speaks more like this. More from the back of the throat. And he hisses certain words.
It's more like Joker, yeah. That was more of a Joker one. Yeah, the talking over here. That's more Heath Ledger, Joker. I need a Monka S to that. I'm not quite that unhinged yet. What are you talking about? This is cute. It's just because I've never really drawn birds. And I don't generally draw animals, so no, it's cute. Listen, it's a little unhinged, but it is still cute. I love it. I love it. It's adorable in a weird, gross way. On 3, welcome on in, Clicks. Good to see you. How are you doing? How's your Wednesday shaking up? Happy first day of the month and all that. You missed us, or me, really. You missed me just sitting for an hour, 40 minutes working out the anatomy of a fictional bird. But now we're at the point where we make the fictional bird look like a streamer. Up super early. Is this our channel mascot? No, this is the streamer, ChibiDoki. And the whole idea, the whole premise of this really is that I am taking other VTubers and I'm trying to draw them into the Star Wars universe. Just sort of, you take their personality, their brand, their style, all of that, and you just sort of see, I'm trying to see where would they fit in and then draw them into that position. And you know what, people, we've seen Chibi's model. I'll post it. She brought this on herself, really. I'm just I plead innocent in this. I'm just working with the material that I'm given. All right, a master. I am merely a master at work. Working with what materials I've been given to create something beautiful. Something more. With some material. She's a fun streamer, if a little bit chaotic and unhinged. I like her. Her content's fun. First stream of hers that I ever tuned into was her telling chat about how she didn't understand why people always raved on about how good, what was it? Like rice was, like flavored rice, whatever. And so she bought herself some flavored rice, and she washed the rice because she was told that she should wash her rice before she cooks it. And she then complained to chat that it didn't taste of anything. And she doesn't know why chat all told her to wash her rice. Until she then subsequently realized that she washed all the flavoring off of her rice when she did that. Which is why it didn't taste of anything. Haven't met a VTuber that isn't unhinged. Okay, that is fair. I think there's... like, yeah. There's a reason we hide behind virtual avatars. We can't let the shit that we do or say get back to our regular lives. People would never look at us the same way. Like, I'm the same person who released a jazzy Christmas song last year. With, you know, very fancy sort of dress up and everything. And now I'm doing this. I do not want those two worlds to ever intersect. Spartan short confirm? Nah. Ain't nothing short about me. Also, yeah, go get yourself some food. Good luck with that. Go get yourself something to eat. Except your brain cells sometimes? That doesn't make any sense. How are your brain cells short? Okay, a porg body. Now do that sort of shape. It's even worse. Like from the front, it's still kind of cute. From the side, it is just so cursed. Drinking coffee? Nice. Not that I don't generally drink coffee, but... Well, actually, no. I drink it when I go out. For some reason, like, at home, I'll only ever drink tea. I'll only really drink coffee if I'm going out somewhere to a restaurant. I don't ever drink it else otherwise. This is still a rough draft. We will still make this look nice. If you can make this sort of thing look nice. I'm beginning to have my doubts. I wasn't actually very certain about what this would look like when it was done. Now that I've seen it, I'm thinking maybe it should have been better to leave some ideas, you know, unconceptualized. Sort of lines up over there. It's fine. My biggest regret about doing this stream actually during the day, now I think about it, is I can't raid her after this because she streams in the evenings. Should have thought this better. Have a pickle? Okay. Pickles are nice though. Very majestic music, given what we're doing. I feel like this drawing actually should be some form of horror soundtrack. The further I get with this, the less I think I'm deserving of such epic and happy music behind me. This should have more, you know, the shepherd's tone violin going on, as I just keep doing this. Okay, that's where it should be. But of course, that gives Chibi far too much breast. So especially given that she initially blew up on Twitter through a short of her saying how her grandmother told her that she didn't need to buy bras because they had plasters at home. Let's see, where's the... There's the screaming one. Okay, let's see if I can do this without the skeleton, because I'm not gonna redraw the freaking skeleton just for this. If you've met an introvert with insane takes, you've most likely met a VTuber. Not always. Let me put it like this. Not all introverts with insane takes are VTubers. But most VTubers with insane takes are introverts with insane... Oh wait, most VTubers are just introverts with insane takes. Like, I don't think it necessarily runs both ways in this equation. Okay, wait, I see we have ads, so I'm just gonna pause for a second there. I have no idea how long we've been going because the Twitch layout bugged out and it moved the timer out of the view, so. How are we all doing? Hopefully at least one of you have gotten food, one of you is enjoying your coffee. Ad, yeah, just waiting. There we go. Apparently ads are done. I always do try to just pause whatever I'm doing during the ads, because it's not like you guys choose to necessarily have them. I don't know, I find the ads are weird to me because they feel more like a way of trying to punish people for not subscribing. Have a cold drink next to me? Nice. Back? Yeah. So I think the ads, I don't like the ad system on Twitch. I understand why they have it. But, yeah. I grew up with a TV where ads were 6 minutes long. Oh no, like, don't get me wrong. I remember the days of like, you got 15 minutes of your TV show and then they would, like, every 15 minutes was interrupted with like 5 minutes of ads. I do remember those days. But I think in those days it was also like, that was just part of television. At least they benefit the stream I'm watching. Yeah, I get some kickback from it. Not astronomical. I do get some kickback from it though. Although I mean, to my mind, I'm like, just having people turn up and watch me is already pretty beneficial. I mean, it's still, I'm not gonna get overly sentimental and dramatic about it, but it still sometimes boggles my mind that people would take time out of their day to sit and watch me. And especially when I look at like the view hours, like towards the end of the month, it's crazy to me that people would feel like sitting and watching me for that total amount of time. Made me 3 cents. I don't know if I can actually... Oh, is there no... I can't do the recap. Apparently not. I don't think I can talk about like how much money I make off of the ads. I don't think I can mention that. Where's the oh, this one? That's time that I spent streaming. Where's not that. It's my 30-day recap. Okay, it apparently doesn't want to show me the recap, but I think it was like last month there was like a total of like 156 hours watched me of like watch time. Something like that. I don't know why it doesn't show it to me now, unless I'm just going to the wrong freaking place. I love how my mom sat down on the couch 5 minutes ago and I can hear her snoring from 2 rooms away. Let the old people rest. Yeah, I can't see it now. Although, hey, here's... No, I don't want to export. Here's something crazy, guys. We've completed 2/3 of the requirements for partner. I just need 70 more people to turn up and watch my streams consistently, and then we can get partner, guys. We're so close. And then you guys can get like 2 more emote slots. It's fucking insane. Where's her? Oh, yeah, I can sort of see it there. Never mind. Casually befriending VTubers, my friend. I should do more of that, honestly. I should do more reaching out for like collabs and shit, and just being like, hey, I think your content's really freaking cool. Keep it up. I'm shy. What if they don't like me? What if they don't read my message? What if they just call me cringe? Send it again. I feel like that starts running the risk of eventually it's no longer a nice invitation. It's a threat of like, if you do not collab with me, I will have my vengeance. No, I just need to be a bit more proactive about it, because it's not... I think the part of it is like, you have to just sort of realize they are just human beings. They're not going to... And like, if they're nasty about or whatever, then you probably didn't want to work with them anyway. Is it weird to message streamers? Is it weird? I'm gonna make it weird. I very seldom will message a streamer, just because I know a lot of streamers also have like their Discord terms is also like no messaging, or do not message the streamer or whatever. Which, like, I understand as well, but on the other hand, it sometimes means that, like, you want to message the person, be like, hey, I have this idea, do you want to do something together? But now you're sort of at the mod's mercy as to whether they think you're worthy. In order for them to pass on a message. A little bit weird, but eh. Sorry, my last message, it seems to have given you the impression it was a choice. Yeah, I'm not here. I'm here to remind you about our upcoming collab. This wasn't a choice in it. This is just to remind you that we are doing this. You don't get a say. Streamers are introverts and I like breaking that wall and reminding them that we're all people. Which can be a good thing, but sometimes I also get it where it's like they're putting boundaries in place with the community, and also I think sometimes like they do just get spammed with stuff and they just can't keep up with it. So it is a I do understand why they sometimes have those boundaries up. Huh. This is probably gonna win awards in my book for like, oh, I should do like an awards ceremony for myself for the end of the year. For like most cursed painting or something. And we just see what wins. It's probably gonna be these, but if I know about it now, I can start competing. If they're a popular VTuber, I get it. If they're a loot tuber, I get it. If they have a parasocial community, I get it. Yeah. The joys of being an online content creator, dude. I think the loot tubers especially tend to get it really rough with having parasocial people in the community. I mean, I'm not a loot tuber myself, so I'm not going to pretend like I have, and I don't really watch them, so I can't really say. But because there's a lot of it is like sort of built around that sort of fantasy aspect, I would imagine that it's a bit more of a risky thing for them to have to consider and take on. Wrong brush. a new one who was pretty parasocial and tried to get to know all about their active chatters. They really loved getting the ego stroke. Don't watch them anymore. Yeah, there's also for me, like, there's a bit where it's like, this isn't really any of your concern, though. Like, I don't mind, like, finding out, like, when your guys' birthdays are or whatever, and making a mental note of it. But I'm not going to, like... I don't want to ever give, like, the impression that I'm here to be everyone's absolute best friend and... whatever, because okay, maybe just for myself. I only have so much energy. I can't be everyone's friend. I think I'd fucking die after one day if I had to, like, try and be super friends with everyone. I don't think my brain could take it. I like how that looks. You know what, I hate to say it, Snacks. You are right. I think I've ended up overcomplicating this a lot. Supposed to initially be like a pretty, like, not low effort, but it wasn't meant to be this deep. It wasn't meant to be this serious, man. Delete the rulers, please. The eagle is complaining again about what I'm doing. Gonna head out soon, go to the gym. Oh yeah, I remember you doing the gym with your pastor. How's that going? How are the morning gym sessions going? I need to actually get back onto my gym exercise routine. I was doing well for like a couple of weeks, and then I don't know why, I just kind of stopped. I just need to actually get... Oh, I don't want to say just get serious about it, because that's... I feel like that's starting to go into like Sigma grind set. Just get serious about it. Only made it to one so far. Worked out my legs a ton. I fucking hate working out legs, dude. The problem is, right, the legs are such big muscles. And they're used to carrying your weight every single day. So it takes a lot of effort to actually exercise your legs properly. And that just makes it really exhausting. Growing in strength in my faith, mind, body, and soul. Yeah, the one I like to remind people is that I forget which epistle it is, but Paul says bodily exercise profits little. He didn't say that it doesn't profit at all. We still have to do it. Well, good luck to you. If it turns out being the legs again today, you're going to have some real... well, I guess after like a couple of months, you're just going to have some real thunder thighs on you. Not always a bad thing. Anyhow, now, have fun, Clicks. Thanks for dropping in. It was good seeing you. How's everyone else doing there in chat? I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you're all... oh, hopefully you're at least enjoying this, cursed as it may be. Connection is hanging on for dear life. I feel like you get so many problems with your internet. I actually feel a little bit sorry for you. Not enough sleep last night? I'm sorry to hear that. In fairness, I've been sleeping terribly as well recently. But I think that's, in my case, more just sinuses giving issues. Well, I mean, jeez. Okay, it's already nearly 3 o'clock, so you'll be able to go to bed again soon. Try and make it an early night and all that. My Wednesday night plans got cancelled because it's a public holiday, and so place is closed. Isn't it so cursed, chat? I'm immediately... Okay, let's start with things that we know are symmetrical. Let's do that. I think that would be smarter. Will do. Tomorrow will be a wild day. Ooh, what do you have planned? Also, how was your archery the other day? I hope you had fun with it. Shit. Ass is beginning to hurt. Okay. Garden work tomorrow? Couldn't do archery. Place is closed. Okay, that's a bit of a pity. You'll be trying it again at a different time instead. Maybe this weekend? Oh well. Hopefully you get a chance, because I mean, you never know if you like it. You hope. Welcome back. Hopefully you can stick around. Too close. See if I have the energy after this week. Fair enough. Whoops. Ah. If you heard my neck, I am still alive. I know it may have sounded like something just broke. But I am still in one piece. More or less. Okay. That was your neck? I can't help. Yeah, that was my neck. Not that it hurt or anything, mind you. So it can't have been that bad. I hope. Where's my figures? There we go. But still, at the tender age of 26, my neck probably shouldn't be sounding like that. I will grant you that much. People in their youth, such as me, should not sound quite that... Shouldn't sound quite that crackly, I don't think. Oh. Fucking wrong thing again. Oh wait, yeah, I need to do it this way. This design is perfect and beautiful. And I'm clearly called to become a full-time character designer. Behind the eyeball. Sir? Yes, ma'am? You cannot look at this and tell me that it's not perfection. This is amazing. Career change, we love to see it. Listen. I technically did actually study character design, so I am supposed to technically know what I'm doing here. Like it's a damn mascot. Maybe after I get some more like... Here's the thing. The mascot character is fun. I like the idea. But I would also like to have it be, you know, a little bit more... I think it's a bit more fun when you have more people able to contribute to the idea. And it's not just like, you know, two people who've decided what the entire design is going to be. Also, that shit takes time. That shit takes a lot of time. I mean, then again, I never said it had to be a live 2D mascot. Because heaven knows, I think my computer's struggling enough just with my model, let alone if I had to get another one in here. Whoops. I hate that it keeps on going to the pen instead of back to the pencil. In fairness, though, I almost never use the pencils, so this is like the exact definition of a me problem. There you go. Something like that. For fuck's sake, man. Again. Again. What was the name of that? Cute Nodders. I forgot that I added that. At this point, I think I have like several... I have like close to 300 emotes added though through 7TV. So it's hard for me to keep track of what I have and haven't added in. Except that I'm the only one that has like the ability to add emotes to the channel, so I know it had to be me. Because no one else could have added it. Oh no, what does a heart look like in perspective? Why have these turned out actually being half decent? Why have these actually turned out being half good? This is the bit that concerns me. You inadvertently reminded me that I wanted to add that one yesterday. Oh wait, shit. I need to go take something out of the fridge for dinner. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, listen, you don't have to be a smartass. The 1-2. Also, yeah, it's only half good because, like, let's be honest, this is cursed. This is... No normal person should ever have to see this. It's the very first draft. Huh. Okay. Let's get some color into these things. This is probably going to be like... Not even probably. I know, this isn't going to be the most in-depth color ever. Nice. Okay. I need the porg. So I can off-white. Color outside the line. Shut up. It's called style or something. I don't know. Where's... We can't make this really cursed still. I think I'm really gonna regret this, but we're gonna see what it looks like. Also, I need this to go. It's gonna be like vaguely skin color, which is gonna be even more like grotesque actually when we think about it. Maybe that's first just clear this. More of that sort of color. Now I need the sort of gray-ish white for the body. It's a bit too gray. very relaxing music for the abomination that I'm currently busy filling in on screen. That's fine. Surely. You know, I always like seeing the vengeance emote in chat. It was really nice of Lynn to make that for me last year. This is something really like cute about it. I just really like the vengeance emote. Shiro. No, it's always up at the top. Gotcha. And you got this relatively hard band, honestly. I'll just blend these edges out a little bit. Bastard. There you go. Oh, this is awful. I love it. Oops. How's everyone doing there? Is everyone still alive? Breathing? Have you all gotten food? Have you all got water? Are you all looking after yourselves? All of that jazz? Drawing cursed emotes of me? Aw. You know what? I'll take it. Cursed is better than nothing. Also, at this point, I think cursed is just like a good way to describe the stream. I think I've just made peace with that fact. A long time ago, I came to peace with the cursed part of the stream. A long, long time ago. Oh, we're doing ads. Okay. Now. Getting stuff. All right, ads over. Cool. about to... Okay, yep, that's what I thought. Entire background changed. Let's lock that. I need this to be a darker color. Maybe like that. Ooh. Let's see. Needs to be a bit more like that. I don't normally like drawing things that don't have closed lines, so this is going to be an interesting experiment for me. Because this one most certainly does not have completely closed lines, as is visible down there. And hair and everything's not too bad, at least. Oh yeah, shit. This is a thing. Yeah. Forgetting my own drawing. At least it's not my own character model. It would be more concerning if I was forgetting what my own character model looked like. Which, to be fair, I have done. I have actually forgotten what my character model looks like before. That's also, yeah, that's partly on me. I've done zero art of my own model since I made the model last year. I was like, cool, my part in this is done. And I just never made art of myself ever again. There you are. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I can't just... That one I can. Sort of. Okay. Close and fill. This. I don't think this is gonna work. No, okay. Okay. Oh, I know what I did. My dumbass just... I just cleared the entire layout. I'm glad I saw that. I would not have been impressed if I had to redo all of this now. We're almost done. And I thought this would only take 2 hours, and here we are, like going on to 3.5. Okay, I need this to do like a weird... It's gonna do like a weird blending thing here. Ooh. Okay, and this is where it gets really cursed, because the skin color is going to come back in at this point. Which is kind of what I needed to do. Okay, I'm going to... here. Remove that. And now we're gonna really get weird with this. Gonna blend this shit together. Inside of the mouth. And then the tongue. Yep, that looks sufficiently fucked up. We need the purple in the eyes. I knew I was forgetting something. Sun's on the screen. I can't actually see what the fuck I'm painting. And now, like a true streamer, I am completely sitting in the dark. I've completed the evolution, apparently. Cool. We're going to I'm actually going to go all the way, and we're actually going to have some basic shadows. Not major. We're not going to overcomplicate this even more. But there are going to be shadows on this. At least on the front-facing one. I feel like that would be appropriate. Two hours later. Don't, please. Don't put this curse on me. We're not going to be here for another 2 hours making this into a high visual render. This is a concept. Only. One that should never have existed, but it exists anyway. And I will forever have to carry the weight of my sins. Watch this be the fucking piece as well that absolutely like blows up and that everybody fucking loves. It's always how it works. I've realized that with social media, like the 2-minute shitpost painting that I did, that shit will blow up. That'll go absolutely insane. People will love that one. The painting I spent 40 hours doing, that shit'll get like 20 likes. And I know that's how it happens. Because I know I did so this was ages ago. This was long before I started streaming. But I did like like the whole painting thing, like a little comic thing of Zen, of a interaction of Zen and Haruka. Whole thing took me like maybe 20 minutes. Shit went insane. Fucking like nearly 1,000 likes. Number of retweets and everything. The actual bit of Zen art that I did, yeah, pulled like 40. It was, you know, pretty big. I don't mind. I'm not saying it's like the streamer's fault or something. It's just sometimes the algorithm really decides like it doesn't like you, and it's going to, like, your piece that you worked really hard on can get absolutely lost and no one's ever going to see it. But then the absolute, like, the thing that you spent the minimum amount of time on, that goes absolutely ballistic, and then the algorithm just wants more of that. I feel like you can actually even see at this point. I'm not really focusing on refining anything. It's just there we go. We have ChibiDoki as the Chorg. I feel like when I post this on Twitter, I'm actually going to have to preface this like an apology. Like, I know this is the first fan art I've done of you. I'm really sorry. I'll at least take responsibility for it. The top left one actually turned out pretty decently. Top left one actually turned out pretty alright. The side view is a little bit weird. I can tell you weren't really meant to ever see these creatures from the side. But I mean, it's made even more so by the fact that I made her much skinnier. Can't unsee. Yeah, this is... This was an experience. This was... That's one way to put it. This was really an experience. We probably would have finished it a little bit earlier if I didn't then go on to like an hour-and-a-half tangent of trying to figure out the porg's anatomy. We might have done a bit more this stream. Oh, make the signature bigger. Is that big enough? What is this line doing? But I told you it wouldn't turn into a big fancy render. I told you we'd keep it simple and not too crazy and complicated. Be proud of your abomination. I am. I am proud of my abomination. Thank you very much. This is a work of art. As like, it literally is though, like, technically. It is technically a work of art. This... yeah, this is... this sure is one of the art pieces of all time. I'm gonna have to own up to that. This sure is, Yep. You're looking at yourself again? No, no. Wait, what's that even supposed to mean? Oh yeah, I did have cooked porg open as a tab. Okay, let's see. What am I doing here? So unfortunately, given that I've just done a 3.5 hour stream just doing this, we won't be getting to any of the Star Wars games today, but that's fine because I have to still patch a number of them. I have to patch them up to get all of them running the way that they're supposed to work. Because I sat down yesterday and I went through all of them, and most of them worked fine. A number of them I fixed so long, and then there's a number of them, especially the old ones, like ones that still run on DOSBox, which I'll need to patch and update and everything to get working the way, you know, working ideally, and then I need to check that it captures, etc. But welcome, I guess, welcome to Star Wars month. We're only just getting started. This is gonna be a long month because, how do I put it? Where's my? Can't see anything because the curtains are closed. I am most likely going to be dealing with. Wait, there's a bit of light there. Probably around 28 or 29 games over the next month. That doesn't mean we're going to finish all of them. I need to stress that we're not necessarily going to finish all of these games because some of them are very long. Like some of these are, you know, 40, 50 hour long ventures. And I'm not going to be streaming for 40 hours straight. I'm not even sure I could. So we're going to be trying most of them. Basically is how it's going to go. We're basically going to just be trying a lot of these and seeing what the hell happens. If we enjoy it, and we'll keep a little list if people want to, you know, if people really enjoy a particular game, then we'll make a note of it and we will come back to it and we'll play it again or finish it again another day. Maybe when I don't have however many freaking games to get through, you know, whenever I don't have 28, 29 different games to get through, we'll come back to it then. But for now, also, there's going to be a lot more of this sort of art. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace on it a little bit though. I can't afford to spend 3.5 hours every stream just doing it. But we're going to be transforming a number of different VTubers and characters in general. I don't just want to keep it the VTubers, but characters in general. We're going to be, hopefully, doing a number of those where we put them into the Star Wars universe. See what it's like. I can't think of a good application for everyone though, so we'll see. Some days we'll do more art, some days we'll do more games. Comes and goes, but that's going to be Star Wars month. I'm going to be fucking dead by the end of this month. But it's going to be a lot of art, painting people and characters as Star Wars characters or in the Star Wars universe, and playing games, old games, a lot of games. We're going to be doing so much gaming. It's actually going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay. We're going to go say hi to Ryuko. Ryuko is a great mod in Zen and Giga's community. She's a lot of fun. No idea what she's currently just chatting. So she's going to be starting soon, but we're just going to drop in, say hi. And I'm going to go make dinner because I need to actually, you know, eat. Unfortunately, I'm not a machine. I am a human. Gonna be a good month? Hell yeah, it's gonna be a good month. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it, actually. Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking forward to it as well. But for me, that's gonna be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow again, probably around 11. Probably about an hour earlier than I did today. But anyway, have a good rest of the day. Have a good public holiday further. Good Wednesday, all of that. Enjoy your Labor Day, Workers' Day, whatever you call it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.